Good morning. I'm going to post another video on dimensional analysis and metric conversions for those of you that are still having trouble with conversions. Make sure that you watch this video before your quiz today. So again, you have the two systems. You have the English and the metric. You're more familiar with the units in the English system. Metric system we will be using in this class. So millimeters, centimeters, milligrams, milliseconds. Remember, anything that has the prefix in front of it, in front of any one of the base units. So for distance, it's meter, volume, liter, mass is grams, time is seconds. You know that it's going to be in the metric system. You know that every single time you jump from prefix to prefix, you're either increasing by 10 or decreasing by 10 times each time. You can practice these. If you have any questions, I can go ahead and help you with that. But I think that a majority of you are having trouble with what we call dimensional analysis. So dimensional analysis is just the way that you set up problems when you're converting from one unit to the other and you can't necessarily use the metric system. I don't want to say that it's ratios, but that's pretty much what it is. So don't think about cross multiplying. That has nothing to do with it. But what you're doing is it's a method of conversions when the metric system is not applicable. So for example, here, let's say I want to turn cups into quarts. Neither one of those units are in the metric system, so you have to go about dimensional analysis in order to figure it out. You either need to know these conversions or you have to look them up. I have to look them up because there's too many to remember, so I'm assuming that you would too. So you would just get this information here online or on a conversion chart or whatever, but this is not things that I would expect for you to remember. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to look at your chart or conversion and then say, okay, do I know how many cups go into a quart or vice versa? And so here you can see that in this case it's going to be a two-step problem. 2 cups equal a pint, and then 2 pints equal 1 quart. So I'm going to have to first convert from cups to pints, and then I can go ahead and convert from pints to quarts. So you set up with what you know. I know that I have 9.3 cups. You put that value over 1. Whatever unit was on top is now at the bottom. So remember I said I had to go to pints first, so it's cups on the bottom, pints is on top. Here you have the information that says 2 cups, so 2 cups equals 1 pint equals 1 pint. You cancel out your units cups. Whenever you have a unit on top and unit on the bottom that are the same, you can go ahead and cancel the unit out. I have one more step. I still have to go from pints to quarts. So pints was on top here, pints is now on the bottom, quarts goes on top. Again, you fill in your values. 2 pints equals 1 quart. Then again, you can cancel out the pints units, and then you multiply all the numbers across the top. So 9.3 times 1 times 1 is 9.3. 1 times 2 times 2, you multiply all the numbers on the bottom, is 4, and then you divide those two values. So 9.3 divided by 4 gives you about 2.33 quarts, is the same thing as 9.3 cups. I won't always have two-step problems for you like this. For example, this one here, this is another 3-step problem. You can kind of look and see that it's pretty much the same thing. But here is a 1-step problem, so we can practice with this. So you want to see how many feet are in 15.6 inches. This one, you probably know the conversion, 12 inches equal a foot. Okay, so you start off again with the information you know, 15.6 inches, you put that over 1. Whatever unit was at the top now goes at the bottom. So inches was at the top here, inches is now going to be at the bottom, and I was going from inches to feet, so feet's at the top. And then I just fill in my numbers. 12 inches equals 1 foot. You cancel your units out, so inches units cancel out. You multiply across the top. 15.6 times 1 is 15.6. 1 times 12 is 12. You divide 15.6 divided by 12, and you get your answer. Okay, here, same thing. So you're going from kilograms to ounces. Here are some more practice problems if you would like to practice these. So you can practice these on your own, and then I can go over them with you. I'll go over a few problems before you actually take your quiz. So make sure that if you have questions for me, you go ahead and ask me at that time. Good luck.